Welcoming everyone into the sacred space of meditation this morning. Just an invitation to adjust your physical body into a comfortable seat. Let's breathe in through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale, let it go. Breathing into the middle of the mind. And exhale, untangle from the thoughts. Breathing into the back of the brain. And exhale, letting go of any stress or tension from the back of the neck. Bringing the awareness to the front of the throat, breathing here. Breathing into the throat, let out a little sound. One more. And dropping the awareness into the heart, breathing here. And as we breathe into the heart chakra, into our chest, filling the lungs, at the same time begin to invoke a visualization, the intention, the sensation of a big red rose blossoming in your heart. Feel, see, and sense these rose petals leaning up against the front of the chest, the left, right sides of the chest, and the back. This red energetic rose is a healing tool, an energy healing tool that absorbs all the heavy energy except anger. As it absorbs heavy or dense negative feelings and emotions and vibrations, it begins to wilt, becoming dark, wet, soggy looking. Remove that rose and throw it way up out of the atmosphere and see it poof like white smoke. And then replace in your heart another vibrant red rose. If this red rose begins to have a tinge of gold, it's reflecting that which is your soul matrix light emanating from your heart chakra. Let's breathe into the red rose, to what we're seeing and feeling. Dropping the left and right shoulders down, and underneath the red rose, see that healthy stem growing down through the stomach. Release the lower belly. Breathe all the way down into the lower belly. And exhale, letting go of any way we're holding ourselves or constricting the body. In the lower belly, see that stem widen into a healthy root. See this thick, healthy, vibrant root in our lower belly. And let's begin to send it down into the earth. Notice, does it have a color, black, white, or any color of the rainbow? Use a color to hold your attention there in your root. Yawning, coughing, belching, burping, letting out any kind of sigh or sound are all signs of somatic release and purification. Lengthening the spine, eyes closed, look down into the earth and send your roots deep down through the fertile soil beneath us. Breathing into the lower belly, exhale, send your visual, your intention, your breath down into the earth, going even deeper now through the crystalline aquifers. Seeing the roots travel down through many layers of rock and crystal. Down, down, down. Release the body. Let go of the thinking. Let go of the stress in the shoulders. Let go of the fear in the root. Let go of the lower belly, the thighs, the knees, the calves, and focus all of our awareness into the earth. See your grounding cord traveling through the molten lava. And then as we look down into the center of the earth, there's that twinkle of light guiding our way home. Try to straighten your root out, make it a straight line from your physical body down to the center of the earth. This requires mindfulness and focus, drawing our awareness down from the mind into the body and into the center of the earth. If the grounding cord swings in front of you or behind you or is difficult to sense or feel, these are just gentle reminders to come into the present moment. Let's bring in our earth sound. We'll chant a deep earth tone as we visualize our roots collectively going into the center of the earth and wrapping around the crystalline quartz sphere of Mama Gaia. Breathe into the lower belly. Make a deep guttural sound together. One more longer, stronger, deep breath in. Breathing. Opening up to the earth, sending our energy and vibration down, down, down into the earth. And then very gently breathing from the earth into the lower belly and hold the energy. Squeeze up on your perineum muscle at 20% between the genitals and anus. Then release the perineum muscle, release your breath back into the earth. And let's do 3 of those, activating our root and sacral. Breathe up. Squeeze and hold 20%. Exhale, release. Breathe up. And release. This time, let's breathe up into the heart. Gentle 20% squeeze on the perineum. And exhale, release to the front of the heart. And then we'll flow the breath from the root to the heart. Inhale, squeeze up to the heart. We're going to do our ecstatic love breath, breathing root to heart, squeeze up gently. Exhale, release with a gentle sigh. Let's do 2 more of those. Again. Really let it out a little longer and stronger. Don't worry about how you sound. 1 more. Now let's sing out the sound of Ah, opening our heart chakra. Breathing back into your heart, into the belly. Exhale, surrender back into your physical body, resting. And take a moment to acknowledge your energetic field. With our eyes closed, imagine, sense, and feel that your aura, where the chakras radiate out and merge to form our aura, our subtle body. Just imagine that space around you at arm's length distance. If you are feeling overwhelmed, draw that energy in. Maybe you're overextending yourself. If you're feeling a little lonely, depressed, or numb to your emotions, maybe the field is compressed to your body. Push it out. In the front, sides, back, above and below. Calling forth from the highest divine light, the highest divine light, the highest divine light, invoke the rainbow flame. And imagine that you have a piece of this rainbow flame, and let's cleanse the front of our aura from top to bottom, waving it back and forth as though we're cleaning a dirty mirror. Breathing and exhale, letting go and release as we let go of anything negative, heavy energy in our space, cleansing the left side, top to bottom, letting go anything from the physical, emotional, or spiritual layer of our being, cleansing the right side, releasing anything that we might be holding on to, consciously or unconsciously, cleansing the back of the aura, where we store the most unconscious thoughts and feelings, and above and below, taking your time, cleansing all of the space around you, your aura with the rainbow flame. Just as the shamans use the sage, we're using this rainbow flame to energetically cleanse. If you feel a release, just breathe into that, let it go. Calling forth the light of the central sun, we imagine the light of the sun hovering above. And let's go ahead and imagine we're sitting in this downpour of golden light, filling the aura now, filling the front, sides, behind us, above and below. In the name of the I am that I am, and in the name of the I am that is each person doing the meditation today, we ask that the work that we do today be for the good of all, honor the free will of all, and be in alignment with the harmonics and co-creative energy of Mother Earth, and be in alignment with our divine plan and intention. Take a moment now to see your aura filled with this golden light. And on the edge of your aura, place a 2-inch thick golden boundary or orb of golden light, protecting your energetic field. And if you're very sensitive, if you're an empathic person and accidentally pick up other people's energy, place an extra layer of blue light on the outside of that golden orb of energy. Breathing in to this practice with the rose in your heart, the stem growing down through the body, turning into the root in your belly, and anchoring you deep into the earth, grounding you into this moment, and your aura at arm's length distance with the golden orb of protective, healthy, energetic light around you, and an extra layer of bright iridescent blue on the outside. Let's drop our awareness down into the root, bringing our awareness into the pelvic floor, into that soft spot between the genitals and anus. Begin to visualize an infinity symbol. A small infinity symbol, a sideways figure 8 connecting the left and right side, centered there in the center of that soft spot, and begin to move a ball of energy through that infinity symbol. Whatever direction you naturally went in, continue to move a ball of energy. Make sure that you're not holding your breath. Focusing there at the root. You may feel some sensations. It may seem like you're moving very slow, or it may feel like you're going fast. Just simply stay focused on that infinity symbol, moving that little ball of energy through the infinity, taking a breath in, and on the exhale, release any physical tension, any way you're holding your physical body. As we clench our muscles unnecessarily, we block the flow of our energy. So releasing the buttocks, releasing all the labia muscles, releasing the lower belly, releasing the thighs, and just simply focus on that little infinity, moving that ball of energy, flowing your breath and flowing the energy. A few more moments moving in this direction. naturally let yourself come to a still point. Just let the wave of energy that you created ripple out from your root through your body. We're going to take a gentle breath into the root and squeeze our perineum at only 20%, very gently. And exhale, release. Letting that energy ripple out, opening the root, let it flow up through the heart, breathing it up into the heart. Gently squeeze 20% and exhale, release. Dropping our awareness or continuing to hold our awareness back into the pelvic floor. Same infinity symbol. And now we're going to go in the other direction. So you naturally went in one direction. Now we're going to start in the other direction. So if you went to the left, start with the right. Same little infinity symbol, moving a little ball of energy through that infinity symbol. Naturally, the left and right side will feel different. So without judgment, all we have to do is focus, intend to see and sense that infinity symbol there in the pelvic bowl, moving that ball of energy, releasing the breath if we're holding it. Releasing any way we're constricting our muscles unnecessarily. Just awakening that life force energy at the base of the spine. When we breathe nose, nose, in nose, out nose, we build heat. As we use the infinity practice, we build energy. Go ahead and practice cultivating that heat, cultivating that energy, breathing in and out through the nose, moving that energy through the infinity symbol in the opposite direction that you began. Then when we need to have a release, especially if we need to release any way we're constricting our muscles, we breathe in through the nose and let it go through an open mouth. Watching the energy ball move through that infinity symbol. Just a few more moments. Naturally let yourself come to the still point. Releasing the technique, not trying to visualize or breathe or do anything, just simply come back to the still point. Breathing in to the root and gently squeeze the perineum 20%. Exhale, release. Just let that wave of energy ride through your body, through your energy. You can breathe it up into the heart, breathing from the root to the heart, in through the nose. Squeeze on the perineum 20 to 25%, directing the energy up into the heart. Exhale, release. You can do that a couple times. Make it your own personal practice. We use the infinity to cultivate the energy in our root and sacral, and then we use the Mula Bandha, or the root lock practice, combined with our breath to lift the energy into the higher chakras. We're going to drop our awareness now into the sacral chakra and choose a hip, left or right, whichever direction. If you've been doing this practice for a while and you always go in one direction, invite yourself to go to the other hip this morning. See that small infinity in just the hip that you've chosen and begin to move a ball of energy through that infinity, that sideways 8, moving through the hip that you're choosing, focusing the energy in just that hip, moving a ball of energy through that hip, releasing that shoulder down, and flowing your breath, flowing the energy. Think of it as unlocking the energy in this hip. We all store things. We can get stagnant energy stuck in either of the hips. There's a lot going on as women in our sacral chakra, energetically, physically, spiritually. Just move the energy without judgment of what it looks like or feels like. If the mind is drawing you out, just draw it back in with a deeper breath. We're going to stay in this same hip, but we're going to come to a still point in that hip. Deepen the breath into the belly. Gently lift up on the perineum. Hold as long as it's comfortable and then exhale, release. We're going to stay in that same hip, and you can take a few more moments just to feel those vibrations. And then we're going to go to that same infinity, the same hip, in whichever direction you started, whether it was the left or the right, go in the opposite direction, focusing in only that hip. Nose breathing is cultivating heat, cultivating energy. A nose mouth is supporting the release. Moderate your breath as needed. Stay focused on that ball of energy in that one hip, moving through the infinity symbol. Unlocking the sludge, the heavy energy, anything we've stored, scraping it out energetically, clearing out those channels so our Kundalini life force energy can naturally flow more freely, allowing us to feel more vibrant, more alive. Releasing the hands, shoulders, wrists, elbows, neck and shoulders. Come to a still point. Just let the energy ripple through that hip, through that body. Breathing into the lower belly. Squeezing up on the perineum about 20%. Hold gently and then release whenever you're ready. Share a little with the heart. Whenever you're ready, you can stay here and feel that vibration. And then when you're ready, you're going to gently share it with the heart, breathing it up into the heart. Using the perineum, that gentle squeeze to push up on the base of the spine, pushing the energy into the heart, and exhale, release on your own tempo, with your own rhythm. We're going to activate or amplify energy in the other hip. So whichever hip you just activated, let's begin to draw our awareness into the opposite hip, placing that infinity in that hip, and begin to move energy in one direction in that one hip. You can imagine that ball of light or a ball of energy, holding your focus and awareness in that hip. And just bring a gentle reminder to the body that you don't need to be constricting the muscles in any unnecessary ways. So breathe in and exhale, letting go. How we're contracting the body and bring our awareness into that hip. A few more moments moving that ball of energy. The Ujjaya breath is the nose-nose breath, that gentle sound in the back of the throat. You can breathe in such a way that you feel, notice, or more aware of your breath. The more mindfulness we can bring into the practice, the more attention and awareness we have available to us in the moment. Let's pause, or come to a still point rather. If the body's moving and the energy's moving, we don't pause the energy. We simply let go of the focus on that infinity and let the ripple. They call this the Dolphin Ripple, because as dolphins swim, they create a continuous ripple in the water. So we're letting the ripple of energy move through us, breathing into the lower belly. Lifting up on the perineum gently, holding as long as it's comfortable, and then exhale, releasing. Bringing it up into the heart when you're ready. Going to the same hip, same infinity. We're going in the opposite direction in that little infinity, same hip. Just letting any purification, tears, belching, coughing, passing gas, yawning, flowing your breath, either nose-nose or nose-mouth. Flowing the breath, flowing the energy through that one hip. Coming to that still point. Breathe into the belly, squeeze up on the perineum, and then exhale, release. Bring it up into the heart when you're ready. I'm going to just let a little sound out because I can feel purification happening. Sound helps us release and let go. Breathe in and let out a little sound. If you feel tightness in one area, breathe into that area, give it sound. I'm going to sing out one long sound. Beautiful. And now we're going to connect the left and right sides of our hips. So whenever you're ready, you're going to see one large infinity connecting the left and right sides of the hips. And you're going to move a ball of energy through the large infinity. The center of the infinity is at the core center of your sacral chakra. One side of the sideways figure eight extends out through the entire right hip and and right side, and the other side extends out through the entire left hip and left side, moving a ball of energy, flowing our breath. If you've been doing nose-nose breath, you can switch to a nose-mouth if you're wanting to release and let go. We're going to find our still point, so take your time. And if you find your still point quickly and are ready to go in the other direction, you can. Some people like to rest a little bit longer in between the cycles. So go with that flow. For some people, it's an intense practice and a lot of energy is released. So let that ripple out through. But some people, the mind can be busy, or there can be a quickening happening in the energy, and you immediately want to move to the next flow. Go right ahead. Let's breathe up into the heart, squeeze on the perineum. Exhale, release. You can let out a little sound. And then if you haven't already, we're coming back into the lower belly, and we're going to complete the lower chakras by going in the opposite direction. We're in that big infinity in the sacral. We went in one direction, and now we're going in the opposite direction. Generally, the first direction we naturally go in can feel more flowy, can feel easier sometimes. And then when we shift gears and go in the other direction, it can feel more wonky or a little bit stiff or less flowing. One direction can feel like we're moving through molasses or honey. In another direction, it can feel like we're on a speedway racing. So without judgment, and every day the practice could feel different. We're simply visualizing that infinity, whatever wants to come to the surface, breathing, flowing the energy through the sacral chakra. Whatever sludge wants to rise to the surface to release. It's safe for us to be in our body. It's safe for us to amplify our energy. It's safe for us to let go and release. If you feel sufficient in the amplification process, go ahead and release and just enjoy the ripple. If you want to amplify a few more rounds, move the energy. And then we're just going to sit in this ripple for a few moments. Imagine this beautiful fountain of energy from your root and sacral flowing up into the heart. Give this golden light a visualization. It can be any color if it's not gold. Give this liquid Kundalini Shakti energy. Give it a color. Give it a representation in your body, rising up from the root, up through the sacral, up through the solar, connecting into our heart, flowing into the left and right side of our lungs, flowing up into our heart, into our high heart, into our shoulders. Breathing this liquid light Shakti energy from the root and sacral into the heart. Gently squeeze up on the root, about 20 to 30%, sending the Kundalini Shakti up into the heart. Exhale, release. And I'm just going to flow a couple of these breaths with my own rhythm. We're now going to be using the infinity practice to awaken and open the heart. So we're going to do the same that we did in the hips. We're going to place the infinity symbol into one shoulder and begin to move the infinity. Just in that one shoulder, imagine a ball of energy moving through that infinity, flowing our breath, flowing the energy. We're in that high heart chakra, connecting the shoulder through the clavicle, moving that ball of energy. Nose breathing. Let's do about 7 more rounds of breath. After those 7 breaths, you're going to find that still point in the shoulder. Let that ripple of energy move through you. And then when we're ready, we're going to do the same thing in the same shoulder in the opposite direction. Placing that infinity when you're ready. Placing that ball of energy in that infinity. And moving the ball of energy in the opposite direction in the same shoulder. Flowing the breath. Flowing the energy. Let's count out about 10 breaths. Let go of that shoulder and let that ripple move through the body, coming to our still point, drawing our awareness back to the center. Just let the energy ripple through the body. We're going to activate the other side of the heart, the right side. Placing that small infinity in the right side. Flowing about 7 breaths. Visualizing a ball of energy moving through the infinity. Flowing the breath, flowing the energy, a couple more breaths. Coming to that neutral point for a few moments before we go in the other direction and let the energy ripple or flow. same shoulder, same infinity going in the other direction. And the same, depending on the length of your breath, about 7 to 10 breaths. Going in the opposite direction, moving a ball of energy in that shoulder. Coming to that still point, bringing our awareness to the center of the chest and just letting the ripple move through. And we're going to connect the left and right sides of our heart with the larger infinity, completing our infinity practice by connecting the left and right sides of our heart. So as we imagine, sense, and feel the larger infinity in our heart chakra, beginning to move a ball of energy through that larger infinity. Half of the sideways figure 8 flows all the way through the right side of the chest, and the other half flows through the left side of the chest, and we're moving that ball of energy. Flowing the breath. Breaths. When you're ready, come to that still point and just let the ripple move through the body. Breathing in nose, out mouth, letting it go. Infinity in the heart. You're going to go whenever you're ready in the opposite direction, the same large infinity, moving a ball of energy now in the opposite direction as we close out our infinity practice. Focus on that larger infinity, flowing the breath, flowing the energy. Feel the energy is moving and flowing, then you can let go of that infinity practice. If you feel there's still a little stiffness or a little energy that you'd like to move, continue to amplify. And When you're ready, we're going to breathe from our root to our heart. Gently squeeze on the perineum, 20%. Exhale, release to the front of the heart. Do that again. One more. Little sound. As much sound as you need. Now we're going to breathe root to heart, heart to third eye. Squeeze up 20 to 30% on the perineum, directing the energy in between your eyebrows. Exhale. So let's lift the energy from the root and sacral to the heart. Sniff again into the third eye. Squeezing on the perineum, and then exhale, release. So let's do that. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Exhale, release. Now we're going to breathe from our sacral all the way to the third eye. Hold the breath, squeeze the perineum, and then exhale with the Let's do that again. Inhale to the third eye. And release. Just focus on the third eye. Eyes are closed. Looking in between your eyebrows and up about a half an inch to an inch on your forehead. Releasing the body, surrendering into the physical body, looking up at the third eye, being with the vibrations. Closing our practice with a prayer of gratitude, giving thanks to Mother Earth and the elements as we plant our roots into the fertile soil. Giving thanks to Father Sky and the Sun as we see our aura filled with golden light, sealing in all our delicious energy we're taking home with us, taking back into the day. Giving thanks to the angels and ascended masters, to our guides, mentors, teachers, and the divine entourage of the light for holding space for our practice. And giving yourself a big wave of gratitude for bringing yourself to this beautiful 1 hour of self-love and self-care. And then in your own way, sending out a personal prayer for world peace, out to the planet in your own way. As we bring our hands to our chest, pressing the left feminine and the right masculine palms together here at the center of our chest, connecting these divine circuits, feminine and masculine, here at our heart, representing harmony and balance, honoring the divine light in yourself and in each person and each divine soul in our meditation circle. Namaste.